What is up, my people of YouTube? This is Hidden Angel Lionheart coming to you live once again with another night update video, and I know I'm long overdue for an update video. Life's been busy. As you guys can see, I've been grinding hard with the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, and if you guys do end up watching the last video I upload, I am happy to admit I just qualified for the second stage of the Duelist Cup event that's held 3 times a year. And my lordy, after 4 years of being in that game, holy friggin' hell, I cannot say how happy and excited I am to be in the second part of that tournament. But any of you that do know of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or ever play Master Duel or Paper Yu-Gi-Oh! I strongly recommend you guys check out that video as well. I did very well, I think, for the most part. I'm excited for the second stage. I know some bits and pieces to it, and hopefully I can get some recommendations. Hey, shush, I'm doing a video. Love you too, buddy. You get to sleep all day. But yeah, I'm talking to my dog Walker. He's a crackhead. But anyway, as I was saying, this is an update video. So anyway, as you guys can see, the last time I did my video, I think I was like 300 something thousand battle rating, and I finally managed to crack the 400,000 barrier. I'm almost to 500,000 battle rating, and questions, of course, what have I been doing? Well, myself, Athena, or Serenity, she's at 40,000 battle rating right now, and her stats are pretty much the same. I've also been working on Hades because, well, Hades, you kind of want to get worked up for the most part. But, stat-wise, he's been the one that's been getting Mara dumped, but once he reaches purple rarity, I'm going to be reworking on Athena again so I can max her out to legendary rarity, orange, yellow, whatever color you guys want to call it these days. But, she's alright with that. Her enchantment stats are pretty good. Of course, strength is going to max up hers because that's her weakest. Everything else is still going to take a while. Being smart about the event, of course, and whatnot. And Hades, of course, you guys can see, I've not really worked on his stats, nor have I... Why the frick did I do that? I haven't really worked on Iris either because these are my big three, as you guys are fully aware. Once he's finished out, like I said, she's going to be getting the one that's Mara dumped, and she's going to get the enchantments all the way. She's been the only one that's been getting all the enchantments for the most part. Potential-wise, she did get a new belt that gives a lot of magic attack and magic defense, along with magic attack and health. So I tried to balance it out so she's not just straight health and she's got some defense too. So that actually helps out a lot for the most part, potential gear-wise. And well, yeah, that's the artifact. But anyway, equipment-wise, she's got full purple rarity gear now. This has been a thorn in my butt for the most part. Trying to get the right purple, because Ray is irrelevant to begin with. I mean, that skill isn't really used. It don't really do anything much. So, I'm not really focused on enchanting it, but I am working on my other gear for the most part for my other selves. I only need like a couple more purple, one for Pan, one for Queen, two more for Iris, and just one more for Hades. So, once he's done, of course, I don't understand how my Eve got all her gear first. I'm starting to think I should have won Electro, but Electro Silps suck, as I've pretty much mentioned, until you get your crit to a decently high standpoint. I have perfect crit for the most part, over 100%, so I always get a critical hit for the most part. So later on down the future, I may consider using Eve. I don't know, but then again, she's not as strong as she used to be, from what I've said. So on that note, I still got to get Hades once he's done with the One Sylph campaign to get that. Same with Iris. Once they get their gear, I'll be working on the right side for their accessories on that. Oh, okay. I think I know what he was talking about now. So, Pan will have his, Queen will have hers, she'll have hers, or Iris will, and then, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, Sylph-wise, on all that note, I've also been trying to get all the skills unlocked, so that way I can do a full video. Yes, I'm going to do a whole revamp video of me using each of the Sylphs, but each of their skills, showing you what they can do on a, and you guys get a viewpoint of what they're capable of later on down the road, depending which one you want to play as a free-to-play player. cached or just severely long, like 6 months worth of a wait to get Hades and or Athena, and if you do happen to cash into the game, you would get one of the other right off the bat at level 40, but of course if people can't afford the game, I understand, so it'd be a long grind game just to get either Athena or Apollo or Hades, but then Apollo becomes Athena, Hades becomes Gaia, yada yada yada, all that good stuff. And divinity wise, I've been working on getting Iris's materials. I almost have all the star tiers I need to elevate her into Triton, so that way that will be my best healer of the group, so Silpharina will not be as much of a drag. And then I'll just keep working on trying to get Gaia, and then after that I'll go in whatever order I want to consider doing. Maybe try to do Medusa, but Medusa. But yeah, I still need a good bit of star sand, and since holy frick, since I kind of got sideswiped when we did a whole server merge. DRAXUS left. I got made Guildmaster. I think DRAXUS lagging his ands. I don't know. Trip, you're sucking, bud. Not literally, but maybe literally, metaphorically speaking. But whatever you do, buddy. But according to Adam. But anyway, yeah, I'm stuck as the Guildmaster in this group. I really don't want to be the Guildmaster. I'm better off leaving, but until I can figure out where I can go, I'm kind of stuck on a sinking ship. I'm pretty much stuck on the Titanic going down with it like the captain did. Holy hell, that was a horrible reference to use. But anyway, yeah, there's all that. Well, that's not the guild skills. All that's been maxed out. I've not really been worked on any of these. Honestly, I've just been dumping everything. Holy crap, I need to hurry up with this video. But this has been long overdue and been needed to be done. But, not skills, but, shop-wise, I've been dumping materials just to get stuff for the clothing so I can unlock more clothing to upgrade not only my stats, but more looks I can unlock, because I'm still trying to get the Emperor wings for the most part. And, if anything else, it would get dumped into either Mara or Sepulchrum, because everything else is kind of irrelevant. Potential crystals, maybe. But aside from that, the tickets have been the main source of what I've been dumping all of these extra development points into. I actually had a brain fart, did not remember what those were called. I'm not going to lie. But the dragon crystals, I think, or no wait, Fang of Fear, but I call them dragon crystals. At least they look like crystals from a dragon, so that's where that came from. But oh yeah, that's another thing. Oh, and also I have all the stones I need to make my level 80 gear. Once I'm ready to ascend to 80, I have all my stones, all my gear materials, and as you guys can see, all my gold bags I had saved up are completely down to pretty much. So on that note, it went into something very resourceful, but I will go into that here shortly. Stats for right now is 89,111 for physical attack. That's actually not bad. Over 60,000 physical defense. Magic attack, that's irrelevant. Magic defense, over 50,000. Crit, 11,342. Blocked, 14,373. So, for crit, perfect crit as a knight, you have to be over, like, I think it's like 10,000. I think is where my crit started getting better. As you guys can see, I'm over 100%, so it's perfect crit almost every time. Soul engraving. My soul engraving is 65 for right now. I'm still slowly working on that. That's going to take me forever to freaking do, honestly. So I'm just, like, slowly dragging that out. My Wheel of Fate, my Brutal Edge is level 5. And my Holy Aegis is level 5. I've not really worked on that for the most part. Dragon Soul, that's just a struggle just to get anything I need. Oh, the Dragon Glass. Okay, I have a Dragon Glass, but I'm going to be saving that up. Honor-wise, I've been dumping into that for the Honor event. I'm level 50 for Honor, so that way my stats are a lot better on that, and I get resources for dumping Insignia. Dragon Soul, I've maxed out my Dragon Soul, and when I try to quick feed, I need to be advanced class before I can ascend any further. So, yeah, that takes about, let me think, this is probably close to like 8,000, yeah, of the special Dragon Soul crystals. Yeah, that took a while, but I was very, very happy to know I maxed that out when I was able to. But, Yeah. Holy wise. Holy crap, I need to hurry with this. Clothing wise, nothing really has changed for the most part except for some of the events. I'm sure you'll notice if there's some clothing I've got that's different. Some of them were the same, so I just kept dumping them in to level up my clothing engulfment. My engulf level is 32 right now, which isn't bad. And now for the bonus for speculation or specialization. I think I've maxed out my level for the most part. I mean, I can ascend further, but I'm doing a process of where I'm ascending at a certain pace, and I'm waiting till I have enough of the special gems that I need, so that way I can just do everything all in one go from like 5 to 10. I think it's like 10 levels once you ascend. So I'm trying to get as much crystals saved up until I have to get a certain other amount. I think it's like the legendary crystals or whatever they are, or legendary soul stones, whatever they're called. So I'm also saving up gold to max this out first before I do anything further with going to level 80. Because as you guys know, I'm a hard-headed mofo that would rather camp his level and max out everything as I can so it's less problematic later on down the road. Because you have people that want to ascend to 80 as quick as they can. You're like, oh crap, I screwed myself. I have to work on this and this and this and this and this. Why didn't I stay my level? Well, moral to the story, camp your level, camp your stats, work on what you know needs worked on before you ascend any further, because as I said, it does become a problem. And I've got pretty much all level 7 physical attack gems socketed. Battle protection, I've managed to get almost everything leveled up except for light, fire, and electro. Dark, wind, and water, I've got leveled up for the most part. And now I'm working on trying to get my Will of the Void leveled up as I can, but I'm also like spending my $20 a month that I strictly do on this. I don't do anything more than that unless it's something I absolutely need and I'm just waiting to get what I need. Just patience is a virtue, of course, with this game. Everybody knows this. This game is built around patience. If you don't have patience, this is not the game for you. Unless you have a fat wallet and you can just ascend by dumping your entire fortune into this. But which is kind of stupid. But then again, y'all spend your money how you want. I'm not going to judge. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to fully judge you on the sidelines and just wonder what the crap is wrong with you. You could get a brand new car, a brand new house, paid off, yada yada yada, all that good stuff, but you'd rather invest it into something like this. But then again, when you're rich and you just have money to just spend on whatever the frick you want, it just kind of ends up being, it is what it is. Also, the star ups, everything else is a tier 1 star, so getting it to tier 2 is going to be a little problematic. So it's going to take me at least a few months at a time just to max out each of these, and then more months to pile on or stack on, I should say. But other stuff I've managed to max out. Also my guard. I've been working on my mage. I also managed to get my other Eudemon. I forget what she's called. A Scourge Mage. That's it. I managed to get my Scourge Mage up to a tier 1 from just doing the event they have once, or for like a couple weeks every month. I managed to get her to a tier 1. He's still yet to get a star. The Archer is yet to get a star, and Serenity has already 2 stars. I'm just like, what the crap? I'm a knight with a buffed out Eudemon Knight. I don't need a Eudemon Knight buffed out. I need my mage. Purifier, you're slacking on me, buddy. My magic alter ego, you're slacking on me, bud. So, yeah. So, in that note, when he gets his first tier, he can unlock this, and I can also start leveling up his skills, because I've actually been stocking up on the Eudemon skill scrolls. So that's another thing too I've been working on, trying to stack up on this. When he does ascend, I can try and max out everything as I can as far as I go. And then, well, Archers, that'll be later on down the road. But I've not even worked on my knight, because like I said, I'm saving up the scrolls so I can max out my mage whenever I'm able to. That's something else I would want to spend on later on. But then again, spending on you demons is expensive, and I do not have the funds for that, and I will not spend on it if I do not have it. Then again, let me rephrase that. It's not that I don't have it. My money is best served elsewhere for bills, car payments, house payment, all that good stuff. Taking care of my animals, making sure I got food in my house, me and my wife, making sure we have food in our house, our kids are fed. Fur kids, we're not expecting a child yet, unfortunately. But, yeah, there's no little subs or little puries, expected anytime soon, on that note. But, yeah. So these are all maxed out, as you guys can see, until it's a tier 1. He attains the tier 1 star. I cannot ascend it to level 10. Because, of course, if I did the math right, it's every 5 levels, so it would be level 15 for these. But since I'm not mained as the Knight U Demon, and it's been my mage, yeah, I've just been working on him. His equipment, for the most part, it's been slowly worked on. I was working on getting my gear built up for my archer, of course. I might do the same thing for the Scourge Mage, but since I mained the archer in this Demon arena, but since she doesn't have a star, I think I might do the Scourge, but that's also wasting resources, so I'm trying to get him worked on, because this has been a ongoing project, and I only used the white iron during the Demon event they have, that you dump iron in for so much. I pretty much save up all the iron I can, and I just dump it all in one go, because it's only like a one-time thing for the whole week of the event, and I just dump it all, like I said, as I go. So that's pretty much been that on that note. And I don't remember if I showed this, but I did get his mastery up to level 2, and getting it to rank 3 is probably going to be a little extra problematic, because it just requires a lot of farming of a certain dungeon, and I don't have the teammates to do that with. But I'm quite competent in my mage. And for whatever weird reason, I think when I showed the Blood Knight to you guys, either they caught the glitch showing the Blood Knight as a teaser, or people actually paid attention to my videos and told me, hey, you just put your new Demon class out that's not to be out yet. So either people are actually still watching me and paying attention of their screw-ups, or somebody was a whistleblower and just kind of just like, oh, by the way, yeah, you guys did this on accident and corrected it. So that was kind of problematic on that note. Who is messaging me? Oh, it's my wifey. Say hi to YouTube. But also for his skills, I've also been grinding to get some of his stuff maxed out. I almost got Ultimate Slasher maxed out. I got Whirlwind maxed out. I just maxed out my Delphic Destroyer. And I think I'm going to work on getting that one maxed out then, and probably work on the Agron Shield. And after that, I'm probably going to work on getting the Delphic Destroyer maxed out as well. So that's been another thing I've been working on, is getting extra skill points from the catacombs. So of course you guys can see I have +7 extra skill points. So it's been a hot minute. So almost all my skills are maxed out. The main one, essential ones at least. And then when I feel umpty about starting my secondary skill tree, for a defensive build, I don't think I'll do that until I've gotten to 80, because you normally don't do a defensive build unless you're playing support. And if I'm playing support, I would rather have my Triton built up first, or Iris evolved into Triton to be the team healer if we don't have a healer for like Spire or whatever. But the way things are right now, with how the servers merged and you have all these big beefy guys with over 500 plus BR, almost past a million, almost 2 million BR, you don't really need a support healer at that point unless you're just soloing or whatever. I've also managed to max out my codexes, so that's another thing. I will be working on once I get, and I've also been stacking up the resources I need to upgrade the skills. So as I do my domains daily, I'm stacking up all of those. It took a while to max out all of these for the most part until I ascend my level further, and I'm actually kind of curious what will be the next stat or the next codex that comes in that will help with the stats. I've not really worked on my runestones right for very much. So that's been another side project that's been on the back burner. My jewels, yeah, the jewels are all pretty much almost all level 5. Some of them are level 6, and the only time I ever do these is during the crystal event. So, or the jewel event, I should say. So I've been working on that. Been working on trying to get engravement sockets for free instead of dumping in resources through the guild shop. I've also got my talent up to 109, or holy seal, I should say, up to 109. I'm working on the defensive tree, and the other one would be the crit and block tree. I've not really worked on the health and attack tree yet, but once I get to a certain point, which is a bottleneck, I guess, where I'll need to upgrade to a certain point, I've been working on these too as well. It's been very helpful, very resourceful. Also, astrals. Okay, I managed to get my brutality up to level 10. I maxed it out, and let me tell you, you remember when I said my gold bags went down the crapper? Yeah, that was why. This is why. It took literally all, like, I think I had like a couple thousand gold bags saved up, and it took all of the gold, and it was like, if I had to estimate, it takes at least about almost 100 billion gold just to get a level 10 astral. But the way they are right now, all of them are level 8. It took me like 60 million gold. It was, no, wait, not 60 mil, like 60 billion gold to get one level 10 astral from level 8 to level 10. So my cheap white boy butt is pretty much going to be stocking up on gold bags again, using gold when necessary, maxing out what I need, and then astrals might be the last thing I do last. Because astrals are a pain in the butt. I really don't like messing with them. Nobody likes messing with astrals. They take too frickin' long to do, unless you're a hardcore parkour level 30 camper or something like that. You dump your gold into astrals because no big deal. You got nothing else to worry about later on down the road. This is what I'm talking about. People that just rush their level. And there's another guy I've been talking to, Dornick, or I think was your name, buddy. I can't remember off the top of my head. But even he was asking me questions and stuff. This is a major reason. That this and enchanting gear, once your gear is maxed out, all fine and dandy, all good. Next big problem is going to be astrals. You need to max out everything as far as you can, and everything as you can until you ascend further, because once you ascend further, you have more problems that you aren't able to deal with that become problematic later on down the road. And whoever is from Latinos, hello to you as well. But yeah, I should probably announce, say hi to YouTube. I mean, I'm trying to let people know. Alright, that worked. So here's another thing, too. Like, and also, the stargazing, I've actually been getting it real good to where all of my stuff is like tier 4, rank 2, and all that good stuff. All of my, well, except for Virgo, because Virgo's been like, well, Virgo. So, here's this. And, I think that's the only one. Actually, no, I take that back. Scorpio, Virgo, and, holy crap, Aquarius and Pisces. My brother's astrology and my astrology sign. Yes, I'm an Aquarius, for those that do or do not remember this. But and my star potential, it's been upgraded to, I'm not even sure where, bronze? Okay, I guess I'm still in a bronze rank, a tier 1 status with all these. And for the most part, this has been another thing I've been working on. Total stats so far has been really, really well worth the wait. And this has been another big chunk to how my BR has gotten raised up so high for the most part. And who is Alex? Okay. Okay. I'll add you just because. And I max out all my stuff on a daily. That's another thing too. For those of you that are wondering and so forth. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm like half awake right now. I'm trying to update you guys as much as I can with stuff. And my brain is like completely fried on immense overload. So I apologize on the side note, fellas. But oh yeah, gear wise also. I've also managed to get all my level 7 health gems maxed out as well on my gear. This is my other project right now I've been working on, is getting all my gems maxed out, because the quicker those get maxed out, the better and the more BR and essential stats you will need later on. So I've been farming the Catacombs and Necropolis as much as possible, trying to get gems hoarded as much as possible and just dump everything in one go, which has also been helping. And the $20 a month to get the extra free level 7 gem, that actually helps as well. So that's like an extra whatever, and less resources I have to use to make the gems I need. And fracker. Not a whole lot has changed. Oh, that's another thing I forgot. I refined my gear as much as I could to the max. Well, my sense of the max, I should say, because that's another thing everybody needs to worry about, is just getting their gear maxed out and refined to what they need them to be. So once everything is all fine and dandy, it is what it is on that part. 30 stars, 7. Oh, okay, I get it now. But those have been good for the most part. All my gems, I'm hoarding those. My gems are good. My gear refinement's good. Things to look out for, like I said, the main stuff I've been working on is just getting his astrals maxed out for right now. Side working on the stargazing still and whatnot. The astrals, that's probably going to be the big thing I'm going to be working on, trying to save up gold for. And then the specialization, actually I take that back. Specialization and astrals is probably going to be the two things I work on trying to max out before I go to 80 as well. And I'm going to be saving up on as much gold bags as possible, because gold bags are a pain in the dookie to deal with. But I would love to make this longer. But also, if anybody needs a guild to join, feel free to join Divinities. We're struggling for right now since the whole server merged. And also, like I said, for those of you that are willing to look into the Yu-Gi-Oh videos, be sure to check those out when you're able to. And resources, you were asking for Dortek, I'm sorry, I butcher your name right now. I can't think for anything right now. Exchange-wise, you want to work on getting your star sand for yourselves. Keep up on crypt keys, but if you're holding your level, don't do catacombs for a while. Well, then again, I belay that. Crypt keys, stock up on crypt keys. Divinity shards, star sand, mount training whips. Oh, actually, no, not so much mount training whips. But, star sand and divinity shards for sure, depending on which sylph you're going for. Any other stuff, if you're able to score it, work on getting the star tiers on the side, aside from getting them from the guild shop. The guild shop is helpful as well, but this is also just as helpful. And also be on the lookout for gems, because you can get... Actually, I'm curious if I can get lucky. Crap. Not really. Well, actually... And yeah, screw it. We'll get the sky crystals. But yeah, that's another thing to look up for, especially when you start doing the sky trial. Sky crystals are so nice to get to start things out because, well, you get extra resources as well from opening and getting all the sky crystals you need to get more resources for yourselves and whatnot, which also helps in the long run. And oh, I guess there was a maintenance. But yes, and also another thing to work on too would be the self campaign for your self gear that you can get for yourselves. That's another big thing to also work on too. Plans, as I said, I've already told you. Specialization, astrals, stocking up on gold, and also working on my Udemon. So that's all going to be a good thing altogether. But anywho, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think about my progress so far. It's been slow and steady pace, but it's been paying off for the most part. I plan to have a high BR before I ascend to 80 because I'm going to be that hard-headed mofo that does everything all at once like I did before years ago, being the only level 70 to hit 1 million for one as a mage and max out everything once I hit level 80. It's going to take months. And I mean months. So I probably am going to be camping for at least another whole, I would say less than a year, but probably a whole nother year. I'm going to be camping just till I can get all the stats I need ascended, capped out, and I'll just, well, do everything all in one go, as I was saying. So, until then, be sure to leave a like and a comment in the comment section below. Share the video for those of you that are into Wartune and still are into the Wartune. If you're needing guides, whatever. And like I said, I'm working on trying to get all the self skills unlocked. So I'll be doing a special video on the side so you guys get a gist of what each self is capable of doing, what they are capable of, and which one you would want to go for just starting out. I will be giving you tips and advice. If you're a mage, of course, go for the physical beat sticks. Amazon Queen, aggressive as frick if you want to be aggressive. She's equivalent to Hades. She's definitely the one you want to work on for sure if you want to be a brutal beat stick. Magic base wise, if you want a chance for crit damage, go for Eve, I guess. But if you want some damage and heal on top of it as a knight or archer, definitely I recommend Iris because she can support and attack all at the same time. Or she can go full support build like I have built, just healing and stat boosting for certain periods of time. Definitely another one to go with, especially for dungeons and team Spire and multiplayer dungeons and whatnot. But anyway, till the next video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. I'm VIP 10, by the way. I just got this. I'm still working on trying to get mounts for free. That'll be another side project I do once I get all of the, holy crap, that's beautiful. But, once I get most of the clothes unlocked that I can get. Oh, now that's just a tease. That's a freaking tease! But once I unlock all the clothes through the clothing, like I said, with the tickets, I'll be working on getting mounts as well. That'll be my extra source of BR I'll be trying to do on the side as well. So, until the next video, take it easy, guys. And I'm sorry for sounding like a complete goober. Even though I normally am, but it's just I'm extra tired right now. I need sleep. And it's almost 8 o'clock in the morning. Like I said, I gotta be up around like 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the afternoon. So then I gotta wait for these to upload because YouTube's freaking stupid and it won't let me upload my stuff without this phone being turned on the YouTube page, which is actually really crappy. But it is what it is on that note. So, and also, please join Divinities. I'm on server 174, as you guys see. Like, yeah. Please come to our server 174 Eastern and help build up Divinity because we're sucking. We need people. Please, I'm begging at this point. But, okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Till the next video. Later, guys.